Well, hello and welcome to the RC Barn. My name is Mike. I'm your host. I thought I would give you guys a little bit of an introduction to myself and what I hope to accomplish with this channel and, how I do things. So, first of all, let's go to the opening scene that everybody loves. Okay, so everybody loves that opening scene. You can actually see the barn in the video. Uh, a little backstory on that: I was out here working one day, and this was shortly after I started the channel, and crop duster was out back flying the spraying the field behind me. I live out kind of out in the country here. Got a corn and bean field behind me. So, anyways, he was out there crop dusting, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Crop dusters are neat. And so I was sitting there watching them, and I'm like, man, I got to get some video of this. So, camera and a phone. It's plugged in and charging right now. But um, anyway, so I'm videotaping him, and as he flies by, he does a real low pass right by me, and he looks right over at me, and I wave. And then he circles back around, and he comes across, and he kind of does a high pass. He did three of them over top the barn. I don't remember which one I picked for that opening ad, but it was the closest one, and um, so yeah, there's the little bit of a backstory on that. That was not set up by me. That was just kind of a you know chance encounter there. So, anyways, what I hope to accomplish with this channel, um, when I started this a couple of years ago, I watch a lot of YouTube personally. I watch quite a few channels on here, and the one thing that I felt was lacking was an old school approach when I grew up, 80s, 90s technology, going into the 2000s, kind of sport flyer sort of deal, in depth, showing you how to do some of the stuff that we do to make these airplanes fly. I watched a lot of channels that just gave updates. They started a project that might be a 10-minute video, uh, and then updates throughout the build of the airframe. So, anyways, I decided that this channel here would be more in depth, and it would be more showing you the ins and outs of exactly what you're looking at, the problems that I encounter or you can encounter, and how to do this kind of stuff step by step, start to finish project. So you will get longer videos out of me. Usually minimum length videos are a half hour to 45 minutes. Most of the time they're about an hour long. I do scratch building from plans. I do restorations. I do repairs. I do kit building, mostly balsa, but I am getting in and showing some foam. I've done foam planes before, like foamies and 3D stuff. So you're starting to see more of that show up because I'm getting an interest back in that. You're also seeing me get going in pylon racing. That was a pretty big deal last year. I am going to continue to do that series this summer. So pylon racing is starting back up here pretty soon. So that's going to be a ongoing thing for me because it is a ton of fun to get four planes up, screaming around the pylon race, see if I can get better at it. But all in all, it's just about having fun and enjoying, aviation the best that we can. So RC modeling is a step cheaper than going out and buying a real airplane, flying cross country and stuff like that. And of course, you can have multiple airplanes to do different various things. I got everything from trainers to speed planes, small stuff, giant scale, aerobatic, uh, pattern flying, you name it. I probably have it in the barn somewhere, and I've probably already featured some of those projects in the on the channel. Like the uh, 50cc profile was a big project. That still is getting its kinks worked out of it, but that was a let's see what we can do with a set of wings for a 50cc plane. So, um, I do stuff like that. So, and then of course the rebuilds, crashes happens, don't throw stuff away if it's rebuildable, and almost everything's rebuildable. So, that's the that's the down low of this channel. Now, as far as me personally, um, I'm 44 years old this year. I'll be 45 in June, and I've been flying since the mid 80s. So we're looking at 35, 40 years of flying experience. I've built, flown, crashed, just about everything that you can imagine. I am starting to get into more scale stuff, so I'm teaching myself how to do scale techniques. Of course, done with older technology like instead of using 3D printers and scan tools and all this stuff, what can we do with what we have, what a traditional mauler would have, like a bandsaw and a scroll saw, sanders, drills, stuff like that, and how realistic can we make this stuff? If you're into scale, check out the Cauldron video. That's videos. That's a very, very big project for me. It's been years in the making, and it's going to continue to be probably at least another year, maybe two, before that one sees the air, which we're taking a break from it right now. It's February, and time to start thinking about flying season. So I'm going to show you guys all the ins and outs. The main focus of this channel is to teach people this hobby, because it is kind of a dying art as to what I do as far as balsa building, and not a lot of people go out and restore planes. ARVs are still all the rage, especially ready to fly foamies. I think if I look at the beginner forum stuff a lot, guys do tend to gravitate more towards balsa as they gain more experience. So things have changed a little bit. Now, me, I learned how to fly the old school way with Cadet Senior, Carl Goldberg, Eagle 63, Aerostar 40, to name a few trainers that I learned to fly on. And we didn't have buddy boxes back when I was learning how to fly, and so it was hand the transmitter back and forth with my dad. That's how you did it. No simulators, none of that stuff. You will notice that up in the Raptors is my retired Super Sportster 40. Me, mom, and dad built that plane in 1987, and I was 7 years old. It was a Christmas present. It first flew in 1988, so it's near and dear to my heart. It's been restored 3 times now, but it is currently retired. So, uh, no plans to ever fly that plane again. I just can't bring myself to tempt it to the air, so I'd rather sit here and look at it than enjoy for the flight of it. A Super Sportster 40 kit is in my future, whether I got to buy an old kit or scratch build one. I would like to have another one to fly that isn't that one. So, and it's getting old and tired anyway. So, yeah. But there's my experience levels. I did take a little bit of a hiatus from the from RC flying, and what was that, 1997 or so. Um, I kind of got out of it for a while. It wasn't um, more interested in work and girls and stuff like that. I kind of got graduated back towards the hobby in early 2001, so I only took a few years off, but kept quite a bit of my stuff, and it's been accumulating ever since. So we have lots of projects around here to build. Uh, we'll go into where the channel is headed to now. So we got the Cougar rebuild going on right now. That's almost done. We're doing that on Sundays at 3. I'm doing that on a live stream, start to finish. We've been at it for a month and a half now. I do work on it a little bit before the live stream, and sometimes to button a few things up from the live stream. But pretty much the whole build is going to be done on the live stream, and we're having a lot of fun doing that. So I would encourage you to watch that. We're not going to do the live stream every weekend, but the and once winter's over, the live streams are going to kind of come to an end. It's kind of a winter build series just to kind of keep you guys up to date and stuff. So got that going on. I got the Cap 21 build going on right now, and I got a few other things. The Ultra Stick rebuild and the foamy that you see there behind me is going on also. And other things that we have coming to the channel upstairs is there's a lot of rebuilds up there. I got a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but quite a few crashed airplanes that need to be brought back to life. I got a lot of restorations upstairs, stuff that needs recovered, stuff that needs to be gone through. I also, you'll see behind me all the stack back here. These are all kits. You can see a Great Plains P38 profile sitting there. I'd like to get to that one day. There's also a old timer up there for my great grandfather obtained that's never been built. So we got all that going on. Oh, can't forget about Annabelle's project. That is still ongoing, but it has been kind of hard for the two of us to come together out here and get going on it. But we're gonna hit that hard probably in the next couple of weeks. So that way we can get that project finished up. So things to look forward to this summer. Pylon racing, of course. So anytime there's a pylon racing in Ohio or Indiana, you can pretty much count on that I will be there. Pylon racing school starts the end of, it's February, at the end of April, last weekend, I believe. This pylon racing school, you should come out. You know, don't need a pylon plane to come to pylon racing school. So yeah, and I'm also going to be getting into EF1 with pylon racing, so I got a kit coming for an EF1 plane, which is the more scale Formula One style planes, so that'll be fun. I got a Reiki rack coming. It's going to be electric, so yeah. And anyways, events this summer. I know I'll be at the National Fun Fly. Do that every year. You guys are more than welcome to come out, hang out. Need a place to pit, need stuff, just all you gotta do is ask. You know, I bring a lot with me, so because it's 3 days of flying. I've also told other people on my lives that if you're out there and you're a competent pilot and you want to take something up in the air and fly it, that is mine that you've seen on the channel. More than welcome to. Uh, if you have not flown. Um, if you are a beginner pilot and you need some training, reach out to me either through here on Facebook, and my last name is spelled CSAPLIK, Mike. You can look me up on there. Reach out to me. I will be more than happy to put a transmitter in your hand. So, and we also got, I had a couple of old Carl Goldberg Falcon 56s given to me that looks like they're pretty close to being flight ready. So I am going to set those up as a trainer plane. So if anybody needs any kind of training whatsoever, whether it's aerobatic or first time flyer, um, again, reach out to me. I'm more than willing to meet up with anybody on a weekend. No AMA required. You just want to try it out? Sure, come on out. We'll get you in the air. No reason to be worried about it. So anyways, as far as this channel goes, this video is going to run a little long, I see. But um, what I hope for it to be in the future, I just hope that people, even long after I'm gone, will see these techniques and apply them in their own building of model airplanes and gliders and all foamies and all this stuff. Kind of laugh with me when I make mistakes and see how we overcome them. And as far as monetization goes and money, it'd be nice if I got paid a little bit for this, but I'm out here anyways. It doesn't matter to me. So, I got a pretty good stable job now. So, yeah. But I'm not sure what events I'm going to be going to later on this year. They're still kind of coming around and trying to figure out which ones we're going to go to and which ones we can make. So I know National Fun Fly and the Balsa Flyers, that's gliders over in Muncie, will be there for those. So yeah, I'm sure if we have any other future dates, we'll make an announcement. I do use the community tab page quite a bit to make announcements, so make sure you're checking that stuff out too. So anyways, welcome to the RC barn. I hope you enjoy your stay and enjoy all the videos, or just try to upload once a week at the minimum. Sometimes I don't get the weekly video up, but we've been kind of in a lull here for the last couple weeks or so, waiting for parts and stuff to come in. So I try to keep things moving smoothly, but sometimes the mail gets in the way. So, anyways, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that little bell, and so that way you get future notifications for future episodes. So, anyways, thanks for sticking around, and we'll talk at you later.